Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. Today I have a disappointing product slash declutter video for you guys. So basically what I'm going to be talking about is products that disappointed me, products that were fails for me, didn't work out. I also recently went through my makeup collection and pulled out a bunch of products that I don't use anymore and I want to pass on to other homes. So some of these products are not bad, they're not necessarily disappointing, I just don't use them. And I like to pass things on to my sister-in-laws, my friends, my daughter, even, you know, people who will enjoy them and get more use out of them, because I have so much makeup, and if it's something that is a good product but it just doesn't work for me, maybe the colors don't work or whatever, I like to pass them on. So unless the product is super old and crappy, you can assume that most of these are going to get passed on to better homes. Let's start with some NYX products. I have two of these NYX baked blushes. It says Baked Blush plus Illuminator plus Bronzer. I don't know, they look so cute. They have like a little bow on the package, but they just don't show up. So I'll swatch it here. So I swatch it and it looks like, okay, that looks kind of pretty. And then I put it on my hand and there's like barely anything there, and it looks like it should be shiny. And the shimmer, like it looks like the shimmer would come through. Like look at that, that looks so pretty. It just, I don't know, they just don't wow me. Like that barely shows up, and honestly, like with the brush, it shows up even less. They were just really disappointing for me. I remember when I bought them, I was so excited, and they just didn't work out for me. So these are a fail, unfortunately. I have this little set here that I'm gonna pass on. This is by The Body Shop. This is their Tea Tree skincare line, and I just got a travel like sample bag of it when I was using this, because I was using this for a while. I want to say a couple of years ago. It's been a while since I've used these products, and I realized I've just been hanging on to them for no good reason. I need to pass them on. I really liked them at first, and then I realized that they were almost too drying for my skin. So if you have very, very oily skin, I would recommend these. This was actually making my skin oily because it was sucking out all of the natural oils and my skin was overcompensating. So this actually doesn't work for me, but I'm sure it could work for somebody. I'm definitely going to pass this on and give someone else a chance to try it. This Maybelline lip palette, this is one that I hung on to for a while because I was like, I'm just going to use it up. It can't take me that long. It can't. I've already hit pan on one of them, but I never ever reach for this, and I think it would be fun to pass on to somebody, or even my daughter would enjoy this. You know, I'm just not going to get much use out of it, and I think someone else would appreciate it. I think I only have one high-end product in here that I'm getting rid of. I'm not very good at getting rid of my high-end makeup, but that's okay. This is the Urban Decay Naked Flushed Blush Palette, or Face Palette. This highlighter shade here, it's just so beautiful, and it's so soft. I mean, it's a great product. It just doesn't work for me at all. This bronzer is the completely wrong color for my skin. The highlighter is too pink. It doesn't really flatter me that much, and the blush is beautiful on me, but I have plenty of blushes in this category, so I don't need this, and I think my friend would really appreciate it, so I'm going to pass this on to her. I have 12 of these little e.l.f. eyeshadow duos. I remember when I bought these, like over time I collected them. I just have a bunch of them. They don't even have like names. They came in sets of 4, I think. I think I'm gonna give these to my daughter. I think I'm gonna make a little makeup kit for her to get out at, you know, certain times. And I think these would be a really fun addition to her makeup kit because they're like good sized pans. There's a whole variety of colors, and like I said, I have 12 of these, and I just never ever reach for them anymore. So I'm gonna pass them on to her. I'm not sure why I have this Rimmel Stay Matte Long Lasting Pressed Powder. I mean, I know I bought it because it was highly recommended, but I don't know why I got this shade. And I've been hanging on to it for a while, and I'm just like, why? I'm not gonna use it. Someone else I know will use it, not me. I have a lot of powders actually. So I have 3 of these, a couple Maybelline ones and a L'Oreal one that I had intended to use them, but I don't use tinted powders anymore. Now that I don't know what changed, but I just prefer a translucent setting powder. I never reach for this, and if I do have some Arbonne ones that I like, but yeah, I'm never gonna use these, so I'm gonna pass them on. It's not that they're terrible, I just don't use them. Another Maybelline one, and then I have a bunch of e.l.f. ones. So this is the e.l.f. Translucent Mattifying Powder. This looks like I've barely even touched it. Again, this is not my shade, so I don't know why I have it, but like the sponge is completely clean, so I'll pass this on to somebody else who would use it. This is an e.l.f. pressed powder. I didn't really like this one. I feel like this was too kind of thick if you know what I mean. So this might just go in the trash. I don't know. I'll see if someone wants it, but this one did not work for me. Another e.l.f. translucent powder. I like the translucent powder. I remember enjoying this, but again, it's not my shade and I just don't want it in my collection anymore. I have enough powders that I love. This sort of counts as high-end product, I guess. This is the Benefit, what is this called? It's a cream eyeshadow in the shade RSVP, and I don't reach for it enough to keep it. I'm decluttering this Wet n Wild Mega Cushion Soft Matte Lip Cream. This was a fail, unfortunately. Not only is the color way wrong for me, I mean, it's just so bright. Like, it looks like it'd be this like pretty kind of rusty coral shade, but it's like, and it's all dried out too. The formula is terrible. You can't even see, but it's just like neon coral, and it's just not pretty. And the formula was really streaky and hard to make it work. And now, like I was showing you, it's all dried out. So it's got this like little sponge tip applicator, but the product on the applicator is all dried out, so it like doesn't work. There, you can kind of see. I don't know, I have stuff in similar shades that work way better, and this was just, I mean, it's cute packaging, kind of gimmicky, but it was a fail for me. I'm decluttering this NYX Mosaic Powder Blush. This is another one. This is in the shade Paradise. This is another one that I don't think is a terrible product. I just never reach for it, and I think someone else would appreciate it more. I have a couple of the e.l.f. moisturizing lipsticks in the shade Pink Minx and Wink Pink. These are just shades that I don't ever use, and I've had these for quite a while, so I want to pass them on to someone who will use them. I also have two of these e.l.f. I think these are the mineral lipsticks in Nicely Nude and Pouty Petal. These ones actually smell old. Like, they smell stale. The other ones are scented. These ones are not scented. They swatch kind of pretty, but like, this one swatches really pretty, and not my shade though, but they smell stale, so I think these are gonna have to go in the trash. I have a bunch of products from the brand Profusion. I actually reviewed them when I did my, I bought all of these Profusion products in holiday kits last year, so I kind of reviewed them in that video. And a lot of them worked for me, but there was a few that didn't. This lipstick didn't work simply because of the color. I just, not really my color, and I have enough hot pink in my collection that I'm gonna pass this one on. I'm also passing on the blushes. These weren't terrible. They're a little bit powdery, but I have so many blushes that, you know, if I had to get rid of some, these ones were easy for me to get rid of, so I'm passing these on. And then I also have a couple of palettes. These are Profusion brand again. I have the highlight palette and the contour palette. I'm really excited to pass these on, especially the contour palette, to someone who, you know, wants to try contouring but hasn't yet because they don't know where to start. Because this is not a bad product. The powders were decent in here. It has a funny smell to it. But again, I just have so many contouring palettes that I'm probably not going to use this. And it would be perfect for a beginner. It has that nice yellow shade and the beige, and then a couple of choices here and a shimmery one, so I think someone will really enjoy this. And then the highlight palette again has really nice variety of highlighting shades. I'm sure whoever gets this will really enjoy it. I don't need it. I have so many highlighters, and I'm just happy to pass this on to someone who will get better use out of it. This CoverGirl lip slicks, I loved these at first when I got them, and then I just stopped using them, and now it's way expired, way too old. I'm just gonna toss this. A couple of NYX lip products that I got in a kit. This is the Pump It Up Lip Plumper, and this is the Mega Shine Lip Gloss. Both in shades that are not quite perfect for me, and it's time to pass them on. This Smith & Cult lip gloss. This I got in a BoxyCharm, I believe, and it's in the shade The Lovers. I remember wearing this to film once, and it got like the nasty ring around my mouth, you know? It doesn't wear well. It doesn't sit on the lips well, and it doesn't wear well, so this is a fail. I'm decluttering these Fergie and Wet n Wild Velvet Matte Lip ones. Wet n Wild makes the same product in very similar colors, just without the Fergie label now, so you can still get these, but these ones have dried out. They don't really swatch well anymore, and most of my Fergie stuff I'm keeping just because it is kind of collectible now, I guess, in my head, but these ones are dried out and they're completely pointless, so I'm getting rid of these. I'm passing on these Wet n Wild Mega Lip colors. They have SPF 15 in them. I think they're from the Mega Last line. I have Pink Slip in Pink Champagne, but I don't ever wear these. They're really pretty. They have a real shimmery finish, but I don't wear them, so I'm gonna pass them on. Another Profusion product. This is a lip gloss. Again, just not my shade. Somebody else will love it though. I'm also decluttering this e.l.f. lip primer and plumper. So on this end it has a primer, which looks like it might even be having mold on it. It looks, I don't know how old this is. And then I guess this is a primer. It looks kind of like a concealer stick. Very strange. I don't think I ever got this to really work for me. The plumper was kind of nice. It has like a cinnamon red hot feel to it, so when you put it on your lips it smells like cinnamon red hots, and it feels very tingly, but this is really old and I'm not going to be using it anymore, so I'm going to toss this. I'm passing along my L'Oreal La Palette Nude 1 and 2. These I hung on to. I tried to declutter them once and then I kind of changed my mind and I was using them to do friends makeup and stuff, but I really don't need them. Even for that, I have enough other palettes that are similar, and I know somebody will really enjoy having these because they're really good quality palettes. They're not bad at all. I just don't need them in my collection. Lastly, I have 7 ColorPop eyeshadows that have dried out on me. This was a very sad day when I went through my ColorPop shadows and found out which ones were dry. It's just so sad because I love these Super Shock shadows, and this is the first time that I've actually had to get rid of some that have dried out, so it's just really sad. I'll go through the colors. They're all matte shades, by the way. All of the shimmery shades I own in the Super Shock shadows are still good. It's just the matte ones that have dried out. So that tells me something, that I probably won't buy the matte ones very much in the future. So the shades that have dried out on me are Elixir, Night, Brady, it's so sad because it's so pretty. Tang, another really pretty one. Trois, it's like the French word for 3. I can't say it, I can't pronounce it. Thames, and Keeper. It's really sad. I remember hauling these, I remember reviewing these. So sad, but I don't think I'm going to be buying the matte Super Shock shadows anymore because they just don't last like they should. Alright guys, that is everything that I am decluttering and my disappointing products. Not a lot of fails, but more things that I just don't need in my collection anymore, and I thought it would be fun to film this video for you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. That helps me out. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for having the notifications turned on and for subscribing. I really appreciate you guys so much, and I will talk to you again very soon. Bye!